How's it going, everybody? ASMR Fanatic here, and tonight I'll be reviewing ROH Final Battle 2023. So, without further ado, let's get started. And kicking things off on the 0 hour pre-show, we had Valkyrie versus Jasmine Allore. And this was a match that was just there. I didn't know why they were having this match to begin with. To be honest, I don't know much about Jasmine, Allure, and Valkyrie. I just thought always just sucked in the ring. So, yeah, this match it was just there. I don't know what else to say. And next we had the Von Erichs versus the Outrunners. And this was another not so great match. I get why this match happened because of the Von Erichs being there and all that. But yeah, these two, they just didn't look that great at all, to be honest. And I don't know much about the Von Erichs, to be honest. So I don't know if they're like full-time wrestlers or whatnot, but yeah, they did not look good in there at all. And the Outrunners, I've never seen them before, and I wasn't that impressed with them, so yeah, not a good match. And after that, we had a Survival of the Fittest qualifier match between Brian Keith and Jack Cartwheel. And just like the last match, I have never seen these wrestlers wrestle before. But I was impressed with Jack Cartwheel, who I have heard about here and there. But yeah, this was my first time seeing him in action, and he impressed me. He put on some cool moves. He had good agility in the ring. And when it came to Brian Keith, I just thought he was just all right. I saw a lot of people on Twitter, X, that he's like this highly scouted indie talent. I just thought it was just all right. I was more impressed with Jack Cartwheel the most. But yeah, a nice little match here. And for the final match of the 0 hour pre-show, we had Daniel Boring Garcia versus Blake Christian. And Ring of Honor didn't post a match graphic for this match, so here's a screenshot of them showing doing the Code of Honor. But this was really good. I actually really enjoyed this match a lot. And even though I'm not a fan of Daniel Garcia, he can wrestle and put on a good match here and there. But Blake Christian, man, he is so underrated. Every time I see him, he's always like playing these like crazy moves, and like just having like these like good matches. I especially liked his match with Zack Sabre Jr. a while back. Very good. I believe that's on YouTube, so I recommend checking that out. But yeah, like I said, really good match here. And moving things on over to the main show, we had for the AAA Mega Championship, El Hijo del Vikingo versus Black Taurus. And this match was awesome, as expected, given who was in the ring. And this was my first time seeing Black Taurus, and I was really impressed. I mean, I did hear about how good he was, but actually seeing him wrestle, yeah, I was really blown away. He definitely has my attention now. And Vikingo, I like the guy, but he has got to stop with these like hard to pull off moves. Like if you guys have probably seen it by now, that botches with the S that he did in this match at the same move. He tried to do it like 3 times, and on the 3rd try he did successfully do it, but still, if you can't do it the first time, don't do it at all. It's just embarrassing. So that's like the really big negative that put a bit of a blemish on this match, but other than that, this was a great match. I highly suggest you guys go ahead and watch this. And next, for the ROH 6-man tag titles, we had Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony defending against TMDK. And this was another great match. I highly enjoyed this. Very fast-paced action and back and forth as well. And I was really impressed with Bad Dude Tito in this match, who I have seen before, and I wasn't impressed with him then, but now, yeah, he's really improved. So yeah, hope to see more of him. And Fujita was my first time seeing of him, and yeah, impressed as well. So yeah, great match. And then we had Ethan Page versus Tony Nese in an I Quit match, which really shocked me when I heard that. But this was good. No, it was fine. I was just really confused as to why they were having this match to begin with. But yeah, which, is my fault because I don't follow ROH that much and I don't know the backstory between these two, but still, this was just very odd to see. But like I said, the match was good. I like the ending, so yeah. And next we had Nyla Rose versus avertixon, who I've never heard of before. And yeah, I didn't care about this match at all. Why was this even on the card to begin with? I don't know. Let's just move on. And after that, we had the Survival of the Fittest match for the ROH World TV Championship, as we had Dalton Castle taking on Lee Moriarty, Lee Johnson, Kyle Fletcher, Commander, and Brian Keith. And this was honestly disappointing, and I was looking forward to this match too. But yeah, two things that just really annoyed me about this match. First, this was very spot heavy. Just a lot of dumb spots where people had to wait on others to do the move. I hate that stuff. And secondly, Dalton Castle was the first one eliminated. Can they please just push the guy? How hard is it to do? And the way he got eliminated was just so aggravating. It was so dumb. But I'm not mad about Kyle Fletcher winning because I do like him. I really am a fan of Aussie Open, but yeah, just a very disappointing match, unfortunately. And next, for the ROH Pure Championship, we had Wheeler Yuta versus Filthy Tom Lawler. And this was a good, straight-up wrestling match. Very mat-based heavy, as expected with these Pure Championship matches, but yeah, this was nice. A little nice break from all the spot-heavy stuff from before. And I was a bit let down that Tom didn't get the win, but it was still a good match either way, so yeah. And following that, we had Keith Lee versus Shane Taylor, and this was a Haas fight. Very good stuff here. Highly enjoyed it. Shane Taylor I haven't seen much of, but he impressed me during this match. Very good stuff from him. And Keith Lee, it is a shame of how his career has panned out, from being at the highs of highs in NXT to now just being barely used on AEW television and being resorted to Ring of Honor. It's just what happened? But at least he's getting used on a pay-per-view like Final Battle. So yeah, but great match here. And now we move on over to a 6-man tag match between the Blackpool Combat Club and Mark Briscoe NFTR. And this was a 6-man tag match. You've seen one, you've seen them all. Now look, I understand who this was for. This was for Jay Briscoe. This was to honor him, and I love Jay. He was a great wrestler on top of being a great person. But I feel like this match was just, like I said, a 6-man tag match. I mean, I don't know. I've just become so numb to these types of matches because of AEW. It's just well, what's the need to watch them? I mean, don't get me wrong. It was good. It was all right. The second half, was crazy. But again, it was a 6-man tag match. Not much else for me to say. And then we got an impromptu match between the ROH World Champion Eddie Kingston and Anthony Henry. This was just so bizarre to me that the ROH World Champion had to beg for this match to happen. Now, for context, I forgot to mention this, but Eddie, he did a promo earlier in the night saying, hey, why am I on the card? And thus we got this match between him and Anthony Henry. And it was good, to be fair, but again, why does the champion of your show have to, basically beg to be on the show? I don't know. Tony Khan, what the fuck? And in the main event for the ROH Women's World Championship, we had Athena defending her title against Billie Starkz. And this was a really great match, actually, which I didn't expect it to be because I didn't really know who Billie Starkz was, and I didn't know what this feud was about. But I did see the video package beforehand, So at least that gave me some context to this match. But yeah, this was a brawl. They really like laid it down onto each other, and you could tell like they hated each other. So yeah, this was great. It was odd that Billy didn't win, because I thought that's, like, from seeing the video package, I thought that's what that was leading to. But no, Athena retained. So, and her reign is long. I forgot how many days she's had it for. I think since last year. But yeah, it's very impressive, and yeah, very impressed with Billy Starks as well. And that will do it for my review of ROH Final Battle 2023. And this was a show. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was just like right in the middle, which it really shouldn't have been that way. Tony Khan really could have like loaded up the show, like, you know, to say, hey, Ring of Honor is still here, is still thriving. Like, let's just have a great effing show. But we didn't really get that, which is a shame. There were some matches I liked, but there were others that just didn't hit the mark. And, you know, how they treated Eddie Kingston, yeah, that's still just like mind-blowing to me. Like, that's just ridiculous. But yeah, overall, I give the show like a 4.5. I don't know. I mean, it entertained me, but again, this could have been way better. And I don't know. I'm just not a fan of this promotion, like, continuously borrowing wrestlers from AEW. Like, if you're gonna make ROH its own promotion, make it its own promotion. Don't borrow wrestlers from other companies. Make it your own. Like, yeah, that's that simple. But anyways, as always, hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of ROH Final Battle 2023. And with all that being said, this has been the ASMR Fanatic signing out.